Hello everyone, I'm Anime Freak and welcome to my video. Today I am going to be reacting to Superman versus Saitama. Now, this was made by Roaring Thunder, which, by the way, he has made a Goku versus Saitama. So if you want to go and check out his video with Saitama versus Goku, then as soon as you've watched that video, make sure you go to my reaction of that video. And before you watch this video, watch me watch this, make sure you go in the description box below, go and watch Roaring Thunder's video first, then come back, watch me watch this. So, yeah. Before I get started, I just want to say that Roaring Thunder's last video, I am doing some research on how powerful Goku is from when he went. I'll say that again. Sorry, do a bit of a pun. From how powerful he was at the end of Dragon Ball Z, so that way I can calculate how powerful Goku is in Dragon Ball Super up to the end of the Champa arc. Well, the Universe 6 tournament arc, and I'm slowly getting there, but it's you know, it's a little bit hard. I'm trying to if any Dragon Ball Z fans out there could, like, you know, give me a hand. I'm trying to figure out how fast Frieza was when he was on Namek. So yeah, if any of my fellow Dragon Ball Z fans know how fast Frieza was at 100% while he was fighting Goku on Namek, please let me know by putting it in the comments below, or if you can direct me to a website that'll, you know, give me a hint of how fast Frieza was, then that'll be great, because I believe that by the end of Z, Goku in his base form was as strong as Frieza when Frieza was on planet Namek at full power. So yeah, so that's enough of that. So yeah, so some help would really, you know, do guys, because I'm trying to, like, you know, make a script, and I'm trying to, like, you know, figure out how powerful Goku is, so that way I can help people understand how powerful Goku is for Screw Attack's next big fight. Now, before you get before you go, what? Screw Attack's gonna make another video? No, they're not gonna be making another video. But as soon as Dragon Ball Super has finished, I'm pretty sure they will make a part 3. I'm pretty sure of it. Or Animation Rewind could make one, or anyone can make one. But I just want to get the facts down. I don't want, like, any Superman fanboys or Goku fanboys bitching and complaining about saying, oh, Goku could win, or oh, Superman could win. I just want a good, clean, non-biased fight between Goku and Superman. And if Goku loses, given the right stats and, you know, unbiased views from any, if Goku loses against Superman in their next fight, and somebody has given me reasons why Goku would lose without unbiased views, then I'm okay with it. Yes. Now, I know this isn't Goku versus Superman. I'll stop talking about Goku and Superman. This is Superman and Saitama. Now, let's concentrate on that. So yeah, Saitama versus Superman. To be honest, I have absolutely no idea, because I don't know who could win this, because I don't. For one, I don't know anything about Saitama. I haven't seen the anime yet. Yeah, Anime Freak, and I haven't seen the Bully series yet. I'm just waiting till the DVD has came out. Then I'll buy it, and then I'll watch it. And second, which Superman is he going to be using? I mean, is he going to use New 52? Is he going to use Cosmic Armor? Which one is he going to use? I mean, I have absolutely no idea which one he's going to use. So, you know, I'm going in with blanks here. Blanks. So I'm not really sure who's gonna win this, but surprisingly, I think I might go with Superman on this one. Well, simply because, well, I don't know anything about Saitama, other than he can, he's like the One Punch Man. But if I know Roaring Thunder, he's probably going to use his stats and statistics from his last fight with Goku. So I mean, his stats was pretty impressive for Saitama, but knowing the information that I've gotten around on YouTube, gathering information on Superman, I think Superman might actually win this fight. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and if I'm right, I'm right. I mean, I'm not going to be biased or anything like that. This is probably for entertainment, and it's probably like due to research. I mean, in the last video, he was alright with the with the maths on Goku. I've looked it up myself, and so yeah, I'll stop talking now. With that said, let's get to watch it. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go!
Hello everybody, it is once again your host with the most, Manny, and in today's death battle we have New 52 Superman versus Saitama. You guys know how I do my death battles. 5 categories: strength, speed, skill/techniques, durability, and energy. So let's start getting into both characters, beginning with Saitama.
Saitama was joined with the rest of the S-Class warriors, sitting amongst them as only a B-Class because of his immense physical strength. During their meeting, the city was under attack by an alien invasion force. As the battle of S-Class heroes and alien invaders began, Saitama's own battle with Boros was about to begin. The starship that was above the city began to unleash a barrage of missiles and dropping enemy troops below. As Saitama breached the starship, he began defeating aliens with only a single punch. That is, until he entered Boros' main chamber. When Saitama meets up with Boros, Boros begins to explain that there was a prophecy that foretold that he would find a worthy opponent, all due to his boredom of being an unstoppable force looking for an immovable object to temper his might. So in one punch, Saitama shattered his armor, which acts as a restraint to Boros' power. This somewhat surprised Saitama, as that his new opponent was one of the first individuals he's ever met to survive a single punch. So Boros starts to transform into a more powerful, energized form and begins releasing his unsealed inner power. As the two clash repeatedly, Boros compliments Saitama on having lasted so long against his awesome might. The continuous battle grows more and more intense. Boros begins taking the upper hand in the conflict against Saitama, knocking him around his vessel throne room and eventually bursting through the top of the ship. Saitama tanked some of Boros' strongest attacks only while taking minimal damage in his assault. As Boros was boasting of his regenerative capabilities, Saitama interrupted him and asked if he was finished because Saitama wasn't taking the fight seriously. So Boros responds by unleashing his most powerful transformation yet, the Meteoric Burst. Then unleashing his thunderous onslaught, which began wrecking Boros' own ship, subsequently knocking Saitama all the way to the moon soon after. However, Saitama simply jumps back to Earth, meeting Boros once again. Initiating his final measure, the dreaded Boros struck Saitama with his planet-killing trump card, intending to decimate Saitama and the Earth's surface layer in one gigantic blast. However, Saitama, unfazed by the apocalyptic announcement, simply said he would counter with his winning trump card, his Sirius series, which not only deflected the genocide wave, which obliterated Boros on the spot, but also parted clouds for several thousand miles across the globe. Boros lay dying. He admitted that he found the excitement he long sought after while making his way across the cosmos. Saitama tries to imply that their battle was hard fought, but Boros calls him out on being a liar, because Boros knew that Saitama was still holding back the entire time and that Saitama still had strength to spare, leaving Saitama to walk away from his fallen enemy on the collapsing starship. And that was the story of
Superman
Saitama.
Has his work cut out for him. Okay. Blah,
Sent
blah,
as a
blah,
baby
blah. We
to
know the
Earth
story.
from the dying planet Krypton, Kal-El was adopted by Martha and Jonathan Kent of Smallville, Kansas. Growing up as Clark Kent, he devoted his life to helping others with the abilities he developed from Earth's sun. Moving to Metropolis, he became Superman, while maintaining his secret identity as Clark Kent, who works at the Daily Planet newspaper. Superman possesses the ability to fly under his own power, incredible strength, and extreme durability, as he can only be harmed by the element kryptonite or by a great amount of force. His eyes can emit a burst of heat. Superman possesses both microscopic and telescopic vision. His vision is also capable of a broader spectrum than human eyes. He is able to see with X-ray vision through radio waves. He can hear faint sounds amongst a bustle of noises by concentrating. His lungs are capable of holding air for long periods of time in environments without oxygen. Superman doesn't believe in killing anyone under most circumstances and will do whatever he can to avoid that. Superman later on encounters other superheroes to form the Justice League. It all started when Batman meets Green Lantern for the first time, when they team up to track the rogue parademon across Gotham City. Lantern is surprised to learn that Batman does not have any powers. The extraterrestrial led them to Superman. Superman attacks Batman and Green Lantern, believing them to be threats. Lantern calls the Flash to help them, and they continue to fight until Batman makes them realize that they're on the same side. Wonder Woman, who sees all of this on the news, leaves the military escort at the White House to join their battle. Darkseid finally descends to Earth and reveals himself as the villain behind their invasion. Darkseid fires his Omega beams and the Flash outraces them, but Superman gets hit and is carried away to a spaceship. Green Lantern almost dies repeatedly while attacking the unflinching Darkseid.
This sounds cool.
Until Batman makes him reconsider his efforts. Revealing his secret identity as Bruce Wayne, he explains that they need to start fighting as a team instead of individuals. Leaving the others to distract Darkseid while he looks for Superman, Batman walks through a portal to Apocalypse. The heroes finally start acting like a team when they fight Darkseid together. Batman rescues Superman from the torture at the hands of the alien captors. Bringing him back to Earth, Superman is able to take on Darkseid and throws him back in the portal while Cyborg uses his empathic technology to close it. Darkseid swears that he will return. Finally, they are rewarded public recognition, and Batman insists that staying as a team is necessary for them to maintain approval. The president publicly acknowledges them for saving the world in front of the Capitol building. And that was the story of New 52 Superman.
Ooh. Okay, that sounds very interesting. New 52 sounds really cool.
Alright,
this is going to be an epic fight.
Set. It is now time to figure out who would win.
I don't care. I'm rooting for both of them. I am rooting for both. I know it's cheating, but you know, this is going to be a good fight. So, okay, come on. You're the strongest person on Earth. Oh god, I love that music. Do you hear that? Don't. I need a good fight for once. I think I... Ouch. Okay, here we go. Come on. Wow. Come on, Soups. Ouch. Stay down. And here he comes.
Okay, before I jump into the 5 categories, I'm going to explain the percentage of Saitama's effort. When Saitama fought both Boros and Garo, Saitama was so casual that he himself states that he was using normal punching combos. The word normal by definition means conforming to a standard, usual, typical, or expected, the usual, average, or typical state or condition. So this shows that Saitama was using an average amount of casual effort, which is 50%. However, I'll be upgrading Saitama by saying that he was only using 1%. Also, if the manga scans had specifically stated that he was only using barely a portion or even a fragment amount of his casual effort during his combat, then his percentage of effort would have been in digits, such as 0.1, 0.001, and so on and so forth. But that wasn't the case, for it was never specifically stated to be so. So Saitama was at least using 1% effort within his fights and within all of the feats that he had performed. Now when it comes to the terms of strength, I will be comparing both lifting strength and striking power, starting with Saitama. When it comes to Saitama's striking power, he was able to effortlessly create a shockwave expanding to that of a size of a continent when encountering Boros' attack. As for Saitama's lifting strength, Saitama can effortlessly lift his hand under the gravitational force of a black hole, which is calculated to be billions of tons. And yes, I am aware that this feat is non-canon, for it never appeared in any of the webcomics or the original writings, which is the manga. As for Superman, Superman was able to effortlessly create a shockwave that not only toppled mountains around him, but the shockwaves expanded to the Earth's core and all the way to the outermost part of the Earth's atmosphere, essentially shaking the entire planet. As for Superman's lifting strength, Superman was able to effortlessly lift the weight of the planet for 5 days straight without even breaking a sweat, all while deprived of sunlight. Superman was also able to stop Brainiac's mothership, along with the help of Martian Manhunter, which was traveling towards Earth at 32,000 miles per hour, and Brainiac's mothership is easily over a dozen times bigger than that of Earth. Superman's strength is also on par with Darkseid, who was powerful enough to bench press a portal from closing with his bare hands, which is basically a small pocket of reality. Superman was even able to trade punches with a cosmic level character known as Rao. Now, when Rao first appeared on Earth, Superman tells Rao that he only thought he was a myth. According to Kryptonian mythology, Rao is the first being born out of the void before the universe. Feeling lonely, he sought to bring order to the chaos from which he was born, and thus created the universe. After countless eons of ordering the cosmos, Rao created Krypton, a planet meant to be a jewel of his creation. And Rao congratulates Superman, for he was the first being to ever injure him in combat. So when it comes to the terms of strength, Superman wins this category. Now for speed, I will be going over both combat and travel speed, starting with Saitama. In the latest chapters of One Punch Man, Saitama was effortlessly fighting Garo. Garo can use his instant attack, which can dish out punches moving at 2 microseconds. 2 microseconds in miles per hour is 4,000ths of 1 miles per hour. So compared to that of the speed of light, which is 670,616,629 miles per hour, means that Garo was combating at 5.9 billion miles per hour, which is 8.7 times faster than that of the speed of light. And since Saitama was using 1% effort, this would mean that Saitama can combat around 870 times faster than that of the speed of light. As for Saitama's travel speed, Saitama had jumped from the moon to Earth in 1.3 seconds. Light itself can also reflect off the moon and hit Earth at exactly 1.3 seconds. But since Saitama only used 1% effort, Saitama can travel at 100 times faster than that of the speed of light. Now for Superman. Superman has been shown flying to the sun and back in just a couple of seconds on multiple occasions. Superman was able to casually fly from Pluto to Earth in under a minute. It takes light 8 minutes to reach Earth and 5 hours to reach Pluto from the sun, which means that light would take 4.8 hours or 292 minutes or 17,280 seconds to reach Pluto to Earth and or vice versa. And since Superman only took 60 seconds, Superman was traveling at 288 times faster than that of the speed of light. But since he was so casual at it, Superman at most can fly at the top speeds of 28.8 thousand times faster than that of the speed of light. As for Superman's combat speed, Superman was able to react to lasers on multiple occasions. Superman was able to read every medical document that was ever published in the span of 5 minutes.
Is he the Flash?
Superman can combat while flying at top speeds. New 52 Flash's perception is so fast that he can literally see into the future, and Superman was able to fight the Flash at massively faster than light speeds. So Superman obviously wins another check. Now when it comes to skills and techniques, I will begin with Saitama. Garo notes that Saitama is a complete amateur in fighting with no particular skill. Even though Saitama is fluent while fighting, most opponents are finished off quickly due to his extreme strength and speed. Also, his IQ is of that of an average person. As for Saitama's skill set, Saitama has his serious side hops, consecutive normal punches, his after image technique, two-handed normal punches, serious table flip, and his serious series.
One Punch Man
looks like. Superman has a genius level intellect, processing information thousands of times faster than that of a supercomputer. Superman can manipulate his heat vision to whiplash in multiple directions, rapid fire towards his targets, or shoot it as a gigantic blast. Superman has flight, X-ray, micro, and telescopic vision. Superman can create after images of himself. Superman's frost breath is capable of freezing particles. He can even freeze a ghost if he wanted to. Superman can also hear and survive in the vacuum of space. And Superman has the ability to read minds. So when it comes to skill/techniques, Superman is getting another checkmark. For durability, I will begin with Saitama. Saitama effortlessly tanked a multi-city level kick from Boros all the way to the moon. But his best durability feat was in the non-canon filler scene when he effortlessly withstood the gravity of a black hole. Now for Superman. Superman effortlessly withstood being inside an actual black hole, all while infected by the Doomsday's virus, and was able to fly 2 entire months through the vacuum of space without sunlight. Superman also tanked hits from heavy magic hitters such as Captain Marvel. Superman has been inside the sun, forging the Hellbat suit for Batman. Superman tanked hits from Doomsday. Now, Doomsday was so powerful that he escaped the Phantom Zone twice. Doomsday can cause entire oceans to boil, and Doomsday can destroy buildings and other large structures to the molecular level by walking by them. Superman was even capable of tanking a continental-sized explosion made of kryptonite. With all this being said, Superman easily wins durability. For the final category, which is energy, I will begin with Saitama. In the anime of One Punch Man, Saitama entered Boros' main chamber, where Boros remarks that he couldn't sense a limit to Saitama's energy. But as the fight went on, Boros contradicts himself by saying that Saitama will only be injured more, all while his stamina decreases. That doesn't sound like someone being limitless. However, if we look in the original writings, Boros states that he can sense an immeasurable energy coming from Saitama. Immeasurable, by definition, means too large, extensive, or extreme to measure. So Saitama's energy was never limitless in the first place. So in conclusion, Saitama just has a great amount of superhuman stamina. Now for Superman. Superman can casually fly 2 months in the vacuum of space without being tired. Superman once again lifted the planet for 5 days straight without being tired and without sunlight. Superman stayed in the ocean floor for months without food or oxygen. Superman has super fast regenerative capabilities when exposed to sunlight. Superman was able to absorb a supernova created by another Superman from a different timeline. Superman can release a burst of heat from his eyes capable of destroying planets. Because when Brainiac's ship was attempting to take Earth, Superman's heat vision was going to destroy the mothership, which is easily, again, a dozen times bigger than Earth. So the daughter ships had no choice but to absorb the incoming blast. Superman is a multi-planet buster. Also, remember the cosmic level character known as Rao? Superman was able to use the super flare to knock him down. Even though that the blast radius was only 1/4 mile, Superman manipulated all of his energy to a singular point. And yes, it's possible to hit someone with extreme amount of force capable of destroying worlds, but manipulating that amount of destructive power to only a single point, with both physical and energy-based attacks. For example, Flash can hit with the force of that of a moon with his physical attacks. Logically, that kick should ignite an explosion that would be capable of destroying an entire continent. Again, the Flash has been shown to hit with the force of that of a white dwarf star, which is capable of destroying entire planets, but that never happened once again. Why? Because the Flash was manipulating all of that power to a singular point. Despite all of this, Superman is not limitless. Superman is fully aware that his body is more than likely to be finite. So there you have it. 5 out of 5 categories go
fans are
straight
going
to
to
Superman.
be...
Now before I go, I want to point a couple things out because I know that they will be brought up in the comment section. Some commenters might say that Saitama is a broken parody and or satire character. This is completely false. Saitama was never depicted as a parody in any way or form. The genre of One Punch Man is a parody, not Saitama himself. Seriously, Saitama has never done anything remotely close to that of a parody character. Also, Saitama is not One Punch Man. That's just the name of the show. Saitama was never meant to always win a fight with a single punch, for there are opponents within his universe who've shown that they're more than capable of surviving a single punch from Saitama. Saitama even stated himself that he's just an average guy who serves as an average hero. That is what Saitama
just wait until the manga's over.
That is where his dreams and obsessions drove him. That is what Saitama was meant to be. It basically falls back to the core of their characters. Both Superman and Saitama were never limitless in the first place. However, Superman's maximum potential is essentially limitless, while Saitama's maximum potential is limited. And this is where Superman breaks this matchup. Allow me to explain. Saitama lives in a world where nobody poses any challenge to Saitama, while Superman lives in a world where he struggles while facing opponents that can do exactly what he can, plus more. So how is Saitama supposed to get stronger when he's already at the top, while Superman's maximum potential just keeps on increasing? It's primarily due to the fact that One Punch Man villains are skeptically just planet level, while DC villains range all the way to universal level. Superman is more than just a sketch on paper. He's an ideal. He shows us the best of what we could possibly become. That's kind of what he's all about. Superman's world just does not fit the same mold as One Punch Man. It's not about whether Superman wins a fight or not. It's whether or not Superman's doing the right thing. That is why he stands for truth and justice and freedom. That is why he defends the universe. That is what Superman...
Even though I'm a Goku fan, I agree.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. It's been your host with the most. Peace out.
Goku vs Superman, Goku vs Superman, go. Oh no, please don't let it be Martian Manhunter, please don't let it be Martian Manhunter, please don't let it be Martian Manhunter, please don't let it be Martian Manhunter. Okay, so who is it? Piccolo versus... Oh, don't tell me it's Cell. You guys want to see who... If you guys want to see who Piccolo will be facing in the next death battle, then be sure to check out my Twitter page. Fine, I'll add you. All right, I will. I need to add him anyways. What a cock tease. Twitter. Roaring. Give me a sec. Thunder. Suit. Give me a sec. Blah 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 blah. Give me a second. Blah 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 blah. I'll look for it later. Well, bravo. Okay, he knows what he's talking about. He definitely knows what he's talking about. Okay, even though I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan, and okay, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. Okay, I haven't seen One Punch Man, and let me tell you something. One Punch Man looks incredible. As soon as I get on DVD, I will watch it. And I mean, from what I've seen, like on the comic strips and the anime, on this video, it looks very entertaining. I mean, who knows? I mean, I'll say it again. I think I became a fan before I even watched it. It looks very very intriguing to watch. Um, I don't know if the manga is still going, or if it is still going. Uh, if it is still carrying on as a as the man. You guys know what I'm trying to say. If the manga's still going, then he'll have to redo his old calculations. I mean, this is only Saitama after when he fights Boros, is it? Yeah, I forget. Yeah. So who knows? I mean, you might even face solar system busters or galaxy busters, and right up to the top of reality busters or something. So yeah. And about Superman, that all the stuff that Superman, well, New 52 Superman is pretty damn impressive. I mean, really, really impressive. Um, I've actually since Screw Attack's version, I've seen Animation Rewind's versions, and oh, excuse me, sorry. If I just say one thing, all that stuff that Superman can do is pretty impressive. It is impressive, but even though I'm an anime fan, I'll have to agree with Roaring Thunder's analysis, because if you was to listen to him, and listen to what he has to say about Saitama not being a parody character in that sort of thing, it's it makes perfect sense. I mean, it doesn't seem biased in the least. I mean, and I know there's going to be like a lot of Saitama fans who's probably going to still be in denial, but guys, just listen. If Run Thunder was biased in the least, I would know. And so far, it doesn't seem to be biased in the least. And just remember, this is Saitama when he's fighting Boros, and if the manga's still carrying on, then I mean, who knows? We might be able to he might be able to have a rematch with him as soon as he goes up to Universe Busters or something like that. So to all the Saitama fans, don't worry. I'm sure the creator of One Punch Man is gonna continue making the manga. So Saitama will get to fight other villains and all that stuff. So even though he's lost now, there's still hope for him to beat Universe Busters. So look forward to that. And if we're in pursuit, he's going to make a Goku versus Superman video. Well, a Goku versus Superman fight. Then Goku has his work cut out for him. But there's a few things that that Roaring Thunder in his last video forgot to mention. Now, in his last video, he said that Goku's striking power is 1.7 quintillion. Well, he forgot to include that after Goku gets the God Key, his power level goes up by 50 billion. Now, I know some of you are going to say, "Oh, how do I know this? What am I talking about?" Well, do you remember when Goku was struggling with 40 tons of weight on all of his limbs? He could barely lift them, couldn't he? And the only way he could lift them is by going Super Saiyan. Now, when Goku got the God Key and we see Goku wearing those suits that, excuse me, I'll say it again. When Goku put on the suits that was given by Whis, and Goku took them off. If you go and watch his video with Saitama versus Goku, you'll see what I'm talking about. But if I'll say it, yeah. The suits were so heavy that they sank into the ground, and Roaring Thunder said that it would take 500. I think it was 500 trillion. No, sorry, no, I'll say it again. 507 trillion tons. I think it was. So yeah, Goku before the God Key could only lift 8 tons, and then after Goku got the God Key, in his base form, Goku was able to lift 507 trillion tons, and I've calculated it down, and from the beginning of Super, Goku was, okay, let's just say Goku within those 6 months after Z going into Super could lift up to 10 tons of weight, like those weights he was using in Z, thanks to his Zenkai and thanks to his training. A nice simple round of what he could do. And if you use the times that to get to the 507 trillion, that would mean that Goku from when he could lift those tons to how many trillions of tons he could do now, that means that Goku is now over 50 billion times stronger because he has the God Key now. Now, some of you are probably going to think, oh, I'm lying or something like that, but remember, go back into Z, where Goku was in the afterlife. He was training with these weights, and now look at Goku now when he's lifting that bodysuit that could go through the. Sorry, I got myself a bit of a cramp. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, it's a huge jump from what he could do with 8 tons to 500 trillion tons. So yeah, that's how powerful Goku has gotten by 50 billion times that of what he used to do. But his speed, his strength, everything has gone up by 50 billion. Well, 50. You guys know what I'm trying to say. So yeah. I keep on going about Goku, but yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. I'm working on how Goku is for his upcoming fight, if there's going to be an upcoming fight with Goku and Superman. So that way, nothing will be misplaced, and we can finally settle that Goku versus Superman debate once and for all. I just want that sort of fight to get done and out the way, so we can all move on. I'm sick of that debate, and I just want it just to, get out so I can move on to other things. So yeah. Oh, ramble. Okay, enough with Goku versus Superman. So to Roaring Thunder, if you're watching me, get in contact with me. I have a few calculations down that I think you might be interested in your Goku versus Superman video. So get in contact with me as soon as you can, and I'll show you what I've got. So yeah, I've got that all the way. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, and I will see you guys next time. Cheerio.